Genesis chapter 21, KJV, Trivia. Genesis chapter 21, question 1. Fill in the blank. The Lord visited Sarah. She had conceived and bare Abram, blank, as he said. A. Twin daughters. B. Twin sons. C. A daughter. D. A son. The correct answer is D. A son, as found in Genesis 21, verses 1 and 2. And the Lord visited Sarah as he had said, and the Lord did unto Sarah as he had spoken. For Sarah conceived and bare Abraham a son in his old age, at the set time which God had spoken to him. Genesis chapter 21, question 2. What was the name of Abraham's son whom Sarah bare to him? A. Lot. B. Isaac. C. Ishmael. D. Job. The correct answer is B. Isaac, as found in Genesis 21, verse 3. And Abraham called the name of his son that was born unto him, whom Sarah bare to him, Isaac. Genesis chapter 21, question 3. Fill in the blank. And Abraham circumcised his son Isaac, being blank days old, as God had commanded him. A. 7. B. 6. C. 8. D. 9. The correct answer is C, as found in Genesis 21, verse 4. And Abraham circumcised his son Isaac, being 8 days old, as God had commanded him. Genesis chapter 21, question 4. How old was Abraham when his son Isaac was born? A. 70 years. B. 100 years. C. 80 years. D. 107 years. The correct answer is B, as found in Genesis 21, verse 5. And Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born unto him. Genesis chapter 21, question 5. What did Abraham do the day Isaac was weaned? A. Sacrificed a goat. B. Sacrificed a lamb. C. Shouted for joy. D. Made a great feast. The correct answer is D, as found in Genesis 21, verse 8. And the child grew and was weaned, and Abraham made a great feast the same day that Isaac was weaned. Genesis chapter 21, question 6. Who did Sarah see mocking her? A. The son of Hagar. B. The daughter of Hagar. C. Hagar. D. Abraham. The correct answer is A, as found in Genesis 21, verse 9. And Sarah saw the son of Hagar, the Egyptian, which she had borne unto Abram, mocking. Genesis chapter 21, question 7. What did Sarah have Abraham do because she was mocked? A. Cast out the bondwoman. B. Cast out the bondwoman and her son. C. Cast out the bondwoman's son. D. None of the above. The correct answer is B, as found in Genesis 21, verses 9 and 10. And Sarah saw the son of Hagar, the Egyptian, which she had borne unto Abraham, mocking. Wherefore she said unto Abraham, Cast out this bondwoman and her son, for the son of this bondwoman shall not be heir with my son, even with Isaac. Genesis chapter 21, question 8. What did God say to Abraham concerning what Sarah said to Abraham about casting out the bondwoman? A. Let it not be grievous in thy sight because of the lad. B. The son of the bondwoman will I make a nation. C. Hearken unto Sarah's voice, for in Isaac shall thy seed be called. D. All of the above. E. None of the above. The correct answer is D, all of the above, as found in Genesis 21, verses 11 through 13. And the thing was very grievous in Abraham's sight because of his son. And God said unto Abraham, Let it not be grievous in thy sight because of the lad, and because of thy bondwoman. In all that Sarah hath said unto thee, hearken unto her voice. For in Isaac shall thy seed be called. And also the son of the bondwoman will I make a nation, because he is thy seed. Genesis chapter 21, question 9. What did Abraham give Hagar before sending her away? A. Gold and water. B. Gold and silver. C. Bread and a bottle of water. D. Bread and a lambskin of water. The correct answer is C, as found in Genesis 21, verse 14. And Abraham rose up early in the morning, and took bread and a bottle of water, and gave it unto Hagar, putting it on her shoulder, and the child, and sent her away. And she departed, and wandered in the wilderness of Beersheba. Genesis chapter 21, question 10. What did Hagar do with her son once all the water was gone, and why? A. Cast him under a shrub. She didn't want to see him die. B. Cast him under a tree. She didn't want to see him die. C. Cast him under a shrub, so he was in the shade. D. Cast him under a tree, so he was in the shade. The correct answer is A, as found in Genesis 21, verses 15 and 16. And the water was spent in the bottle, and she cast the child under one of the shrubs. And she went, and sat her down over against him a good way off, as it were a bow shot. For she said, Let me not see the death of the child. And she sat over against him, and lifted up her voice, and wept. Genesis chapter 21, question 11. What did the angel of God say to Hagar out of heaven? A. Arise, lift up the lad, and hold him in thine hand. B. I will make him a great nation. C. What aileth thee, Hagar? D. Fear not, for God hath heard the voice of the lad. E. All of the above. F. None of the above. The correct answer is E. All of the above, as found in Genesis 21, verses 17 and 18. And God heard the voice of the lad, and the angel of God called Hagar out of heaven, and said unto her, What aileth thee, Hagar? Fear not, for God hath heard the voice of the lad where he is. Arise, lift up the lad, and hold him in thine hand, for I will make him a great nation. Genesis chapter 21, question 12. What did Hagar see when God opened her eyes? A. A river of water. B. A lambskin of water. C. A well of water. D. A bottle of water. The correct answer is C, as found in Genesis 21, verse 19. And God opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water. And she went, and filled the bottle with water, and gave the lad a drink. Genesis chapter 21, question 13. Why did Abraham reprove Abimelech regarding the well of water? A. Abimelech took away the well of water. B. Abimelech destroyed the well of water. C. Abimelech's servants destroyed the well of water. D. Abimelech's servants took away the well of water. The correct answer is D, as found in Genesis 21, verse 25. And Abraham reproved Abimelech because of a well of water, which Abimelech's servants had violently taken away. Genesis chapter 21, question 14. What was Abimelech's response to Abraham regarding the well of water? A. He didn't take the well of water away and didn't know about it. B. He didn't take the well of water, but he did know about it. C. He took the well away and will not give it back. D. He took the well away, but is now sorry. The correct answer is A, as found in Genesis 21, verses 25 and 26. And Abraham reproved Abimelech because of a well of water, which Abimelech's servants had violently taken away. And Abimelech said, I wot not who hath done this thing, neither didst thou tell me, neither yet heard I of it but today. Genesis chapter 21, question 15. What did Abraham and Abimelech do in Beersheba? A. They had an argument. B. They had a feast. C. They made a covenant. D. They went to war. The correct answer is C, as found in Genesis 21, verse 32a. Thus, they made a covenant at Beersheba. Genesis chapter 21, question 16. What was the name of Abimelech's chief captain? A. Fickle. B. Beersheba. C. Samson. D. Ishmael. The correct answer is A. Fickle, as found in Genesis 21, verse 32. Thus they made a covenant at Beersheba. Then Abimelech rose up, and Phicol, the chief captain of his host, and they returned into the land of the Philistines. Genesis chapter 21, question 17. What did Abraham do in Beersheba? A. Dug a new well. B. Planted a grove. C. Built an altar. D. Built a home. The correct answer is B, as found in Genesis 21, verse 33. And Abraham planted a grove in Beersheba, and called there on the name of the Lord, the everlasting God.